Gary, you have had something that you had been starting while you started at Apollo also. Aside from Apollo, you started building a chocolate factory.
Yep.
You've told me that you want it to be one of the biggest luxury chocolate factories in the world. How did this come about?
Well, it's so I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a good business. The chocolate consumer has become much more sophisticated over the last 15 years. You know, people now talk about dark versus milk, and in fact, they talk about what percentage cacao. And so we're going to the next level, and that is what really matters is beans. Where do the beans come from? How are they made? And is it artisanal? So we won't be the biggest, but we'll be something very special is our proposition in the luxury. So it's a really pure chocolate. And just like now people know from Starbucks that coffee, it matters where the beans come from, what type of beans. Actually, it really matters in chocolate, but that's we'll see if people come around to that.
Given the fact that you've been a banker for so long and you're a senior executive at a private equity firm, has being the head of a business or so deeply invested in the business, the day-to-day, changed your view on anything than you had before?
In
terms of business, running a business, or how you view business?
Is it harder to run a business than to advise a business?
Okay, it is different because you live with it longer. And so there's an element, yes, when you're an advisor, there's an aspect of course, you care deeply about things, but you're not responsible. And when you're an owner or when you're building a business, so I'd say there's a different mindset. It has to be, you run deeper. And so advisors, by necessity, they're good at knowing a lot of global trends, a lot of interactions across a lot of countries, governments, and other things. If you're an owner, you do go deep into one business at a time. And so that's just different. It's an expertise that runs horizontal versus vertical.
How have your colleagues felt about this venture that you're doing on the side?
So I have chocolate in my office so people can come to and not only have a meeting about whatever the subjects might be, but of course I offer the chocolate to help. But so it doesn't take that much of my time. As I say, you know, what I do in chocolate is instead of playing golf. So a lot of people play golf, and I don't play golf. So
it's time now for us all to go sample some Parr's chocolate, I think. Okay.